5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds in the mix. In the mix.
What up?
What up? What's going on?
Hey, peoples.
Happy Thursday. Another powerful, wonderful,
I love those claps.
special, phenomenal,
I love those claps.
astronomical
Episode
of Conversations with Whitney and Dwayne,
That's
our
right.
wonderful, favored, special, anointed, purposeful show.
Right.
Tune in with us, rock with us tonight. We are on InTheMixRadio.com. That is INTHEMIXX Radio.com. That's where you could tune in live to this episode. This is episode number what, Whit?
14.
The 14th episode. Ooh, look at that. Turning that idea in that conversation, rather. No,
Turn
from an
that-
idea to a conversation to a new reality, Whit.
Right.
To a new reality.
Thank God you were on board. We were actually, thank God we both were on board.
Right.
When we spoke about it. Yeah, you know, Dwayne's line is, all right, when we going to start?
Yeah.
Like, what's your line you usually say? I'm like, you always say
Let's
that.
do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Let's do it.
well,
Cause I know I'm connected to the right person, and I know it's going. I know it's going to happen.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I know
we're
we're gonna turn. I know we're gonna turn that into something. So I'm always with it.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay.
And so far,
well,
God has given us some success.
Yeah, he's doing a major thing. So we want to thank everyone for, rocking with us for 14 weeks.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So watch us on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, InTheMixRadio.com. Let's do it. Let's support each other. This is just like blackness community.
Yeah.
We're supporting each other. That's what it is. That's what it should be. That's how
Yeah.
That's how it always. Well, that's what our ancestors put in place, but we should always want to support each other. Anyway, so let's get into Meeting the Authentic You.
Yeah.
Our show is based off of our book.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
It started with a conversation between Dwayne and I.
Right.
Right? Then Dwayne said, let's write a book together. We wrote the book, we published the book. Then we said, podcast.
Yeah.
So it's all connected. So buy the book. Where can I get the book, Dwayne?
Any online store where you can purchase books. I prefer people to go directly to Barnes & Noble or Amazon.com. Order your book there. If the book is sold out, don't stop. Still check for it. Meet the Authentic You. Conversations with Whitney and Dwayne. Inspirational messages to help you meet you. I want to give a testimony or two with about how this book has impacted so many different people's lives, right?
Thank you. That's cool.
And there's been a couple of sisters who actually shared with me that this book has become their diary. This is like their Bible. They actually use this book when they're going through whatever it is they're going through, when they need to take a deeper look at themselves. So if you want to take a deeper look at yourself and you want to really emerge and evolve into a doper, greater version of yourself, we definitely encourage you to get this book. Go online, order the book, and then give us some feedback on Amazon, and give us some feedback on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Give us a review. Let us know what you think and how you feel about the book and what it has done for you. And thank you for everyone who has purchased the book. Thank you for everybody who came out to our book signings. Thank you for everybody who told people about the book. Cruz, can we get a round of applause for everybody who purchased our book? Thank you so much for everybody who actually supported us. We are extremely grateful for your support. Thank you so much. And we still pushing the book, even though we working on our second one.
Our second one is finished. It's just getting in the editing process.
Yes,
it's
it is.
about to be published. So our second one, which is called Don't Drop Out on You.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
So, let me just say something real quick.
Go.
And writers out there, authors out there, never stop writing. Once you finish your first book, just keep on writing.
That's
you
good,
never stop writing. Keep on writing. But anyway, let's go.
That's good.
So let them know about this vibe. Actually, can you tell them about our YouTube page?
Oh, man, the YouTube page right now. This Conversations with Whitney and Dwayne podcast, we have a YouTube page that if you are unable to tune in with us every Thursday night at 8:30 to 9:30, you can actually catch us on YouTube. All of the videos are uploaded there.
Yeah,
you can tune in if you are on your way to work, if you home, if you can't sleep at night, if you at the gym exercising, working out, wherever it is that you want to hear some positive, thought-provoking, transformative conversations that can help you make sense out of whatever it is you're dealing with and whatever it is you're going through. You might want to check us out on YouTube. Convos with Whitney and Dwayne. That's the
Facebook.
No, not Facebook. Our YouTube page. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram. We have an Instagram page, Convos with Whitney and Dwayne.
Yeah.
Check us out on Facebook, Mean the Authentic You page. We got this information as we continue to stress and reiterate to you guys because we want to do our best to meet whatever that emotional, mental, or spiritual need is that you have. We have something inside of our videos, our book, and this podcast that will definitely be able to have a transformative impact and effect on your life. So make sure you tune in with us, follow us, and we are definitely appreciating you for vibing with us and following us.
Yeah, we need your support. We need your support. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please. Dwayne, let them know what's going on with the Vibe with Me.
Oh, man, the Vibe with Me right now it's pretty special, man. We got the hats right there on the screen, man. We got the hats right here in the building tonight. Make sure you put your order in. You can holler at me directly on Instagram. Instagram is d.gram3. Get your hat right now. I got the summer colors going on. I got the shirts going on right now. Make sure you get your t-shirt. I got whatever size you need. I got the color of your request. Here's what it is. I'm forming an army right now, man, and that army is all about good vibes, man. It's all about good, positive energy. So that's the vibe, and that's the type of time that we on. Holler at me, scream at me, contact me, DM me, however you need to articulate a language, being in conversation with me. So that's the Vibe with Me movement. Thank you for everybody who has purchased a shirt. Thank you for everybody who's purchased a hat. Thank you for everybody who has shared a video. Thank you for everybody who has supported D-Gram and this Vibe with Me movement, because it's definitely a movement, and even if you don't support it, it's still going to move with or without you. So thank you so much for those. Wait, let's let the people know what's going on with this Go Get It conference.
Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Oh, our Go Get It Women's Empowerment Conference, our third annual conference, November 3rd, 2018.
Yeah.
Saturday, 10 to 5. We are honoring 13. We have 13 honorees. They're phenomenal. Some of our honorees are going to speak, but we have some transformational speakers that are going to speak into your lives, but also give you an action plan. Okay. Our keynote speaker is so dope. She is amazing. She is a nonprofit, owner of a nonprofit organization. She's a teacher, but she's also gives encouragement to women. Can we play that video that we have there, our commercial? If you're looking to be, our theme is celebrate you. So we're celebrating each other, but we have some, you just need to come out. It's our third annual. You're getting gifts. We have our swag bag / swag box where you're going to get a whole bunch of gifts. We thank you to our sponsors who are coming through, our vendors. If you're interested in being a vendor, please hit me up. I am Whitney D. Smith on Instagram and Whitney Smith on Facebook and our Go Get It page. If you're looking to be a vendor, please hit me up because our spots are going fast. We keep announcing on our pages, our presenters and our vendors. So just look out for that. But we do have a little commercial. Can we play that real quick so everyone can see?
Get it, 2018. Let's go.
Right here, this is Roxy Digital. This is our conference host. She's dope. That's my girlfriend Felicia Adams. Shout out to you, Felicia. Thank you for the song Lady Boss. Cop that album though.
Yeah, follow her on Instagram and Facebook.
Follow her, Felicia Adams.
Yeah.
Our tickets go on sale July 1st 2018, November 3rd. I'm going to announce more speakers next week, but that's the conference. So come out, support.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let me say this real quick. In a time where we're being conditioned, right, to not value empowerment, because we're being conditioned to focus on so much of this sad and bad news that's going on, some of these killings that's going on, some of the stuff that, I mean, every day where there's a social issue
happening
that can make you feel so angry and make you feel so depressed. And just kind of just throw you off course on what it is that you initially was excited about, but then you see something and now you feel like you need to give your attention to this social issue, which I understand. So when you have a person such as yourself putting together, you and LaShawn putting together an empowerment conference, right? We need conferences along with, you know, whether it's the church, whether it's the mosque, whether it's therapy, whatever it is, to keep us all mentally sane, mentally stable, in order for us to stay focused on these visions that some of us really understand God has given to us. Maybe not everybody, but sometimes it takes somebody to stand on the front line for vision for God in order for somebody else who doesn't have that vision in connection with God to say, well, you know what, I can do that too. So we need platforms and we need visions like this in order for that stuff to happen, because every day there's something that's making people feel like it doesn't make sense to be positive. It doesn't make sense to be spiritual. It doesn't make sense to pray. It doesn't make sense to believe. It doesn't make sense to pursue my goals and my dreams, because every day something is happening and I might be next for this thing to happen to.
And that's the reason too, because every day it's going to be something else. So that's a reason for you to go ahead and do what God is calling you to do, to pursue those dreams, because those things are happening.
Right.
We need you. We all need to do something and do what God is calling us. We can't. That's a distraction for us to get distracted and get, oh, this is going to happen. Trump's in control. No. It's all about perspective. We need to start those businesses. We need to start doing what God is calling us to do. We can't get distracted by that. That's a reason to do what we got to do.
That's good, Whit.
Come on.
That's good.
Give it a number to call in.
The number to call in, 914-969-6499. Once again, 914-969-6499. We want to hear from y'all tonight. We got a special guest coming in the building tonight.
Yes, we do.
We're going to be discussing. We ain't even going to give y'all the topic yet.
Not yet.
The other number is 718-705-4959. We want to hear from y'all.
We need you to call in. Also, we just want to mention our Monday morning glory call, our prayer conference call that we have every single Monday
morning.
We are encouraging you. We're encouraging ourselves.
7 o'clock to 7:15.
Only 15 minutes. 515-739-1015. Dwayne and I, we always post this on our social media platforms, handles. So call in. We've been rocking with our calls for 5 years now. We got about 30 to 40 people who call in.
Yeah.
Thank you. So it's just something so we can start. It's not just something. Let me excuse my language. We start our week off with prayer. Although we should be praying every single day, we start our week off with prayer.
Right.
Alrighty?
Right.
So make sure you guys call in. All right. What's next?
It's the spirit check, Whit.
Go ahead. How's your spirit?
My spirit is in it's in a space of attack.
Why did you say that?
It's in a space of attack because sometimes the journey becomes so overwhelming and challenging at the same time that if you allow it to overwhelm you and like make you feel defeated in the incoming challenges that continue to come, and you don't have a spirit to attack back, you will find yourself on probably the enemy's side.
Yeah, because you're gonna be either serving God or you're serving the enemy.
So, with that, my spirit is in attack mode. It's in fight back. It's in evolve, transform. There it is. My spirit is in a transformative space.
Okay.
How's your spirit, Whit?
My spirit is in a receiving place.
Okay.
My spirit is open. My arms are open because I'm ready. I'm waiting to receive what I've been praying for. I'm waiting to receive what God is doing.
That's good.
About to do. I can see it. I can feel it. I can even taste it. Because I know God is doing something. And I'm like, I want it.
That's good.
Bring it to me. I want to receive it. So I want to do everything I have to do in order for me to get what you have for me. I know there's so much more. This is not even, I didn't even scratch the surface yet.
That's good, Whit.
But God has put even a vision inside, another vision inside me 2 days ago that I'm praying about. So I am in receive mode. I am ready to receive what you have for me, God. Let's go and serve the people.
That's good.
So I'm in receive mode.
That's dope.
So.
And we're going to pray that God releases what it is that you're waiting to receive.
Yeah.
Expeditiously at that.
Yeah.
And I pray that God blesses you with the spirit, the heart, the character, the mind, the right people to manage the release.
One of the things I'm praying for, you're going to tell me, one of the things I can't wait to receive that I know he has for me, Dwayne's, I can't tell you guys right now because you guys are going to be a little bit confused. I'll let you know one day. Oh, snap. Okay. So let's get into our next segment. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
With?
You know what? It's so crazy right now because he walked in at the right time.
Yeah.
At the right time. Cruz, do me a favor. Put that Hood to Hood Expo flyer up. There we go. That's what's going on. Let's just tell them about the what's going on segment first. Actually, Cruz, do me a favor. Go back to the what's going on. There we go. And we're going to tell you during this segment, here we go, what's going on. Dwayne and I, what we do during this segment, we shout out businesses, we shout out authors, we shout out people who are doing things in the community. Entrepreneurs, whatever you're doing that's positive, that's helping the community, businesses, we shout you out. So even if there's an event going on, let us know. DM us so we can feature you on our What's Going On segment. Right. We also tackle issues that are going on in the world. So we do a little bit of everything. So if you're interested in being a part of our What's Going On segment, because this platform is not just, this is for us, right, our people, the community. If you're interested in being a part, DM Dwayne or me so we can feature what you do. If you got a product or service, let us know.
Right.
It's another platform for you to brand yourself. Okay?
Yeah.
So that's what happens during our What's Going On segment. We got a feature that I just saw for the first time. He always had it because he's dope. There's our call-in number, 718-705-4959,
right,
914-969-6499. Call in.
Right.
Call in because we're going to be talking about a great subject. So our What's Going On segment, Cruz, take it to the Hood flyer.
Yeah.
The expo. So before we actually discuss this What's Going On topic, our special guest just walked in the building, and actually we're featuring him, also his event on our What's Going On segment. So we're going to introduce our special guest, and then we can go on to the What's Going On topic, because this is his event. This is his event.
Go ahead, carry it.
All right.
You got it. Go.
Okay, here we go. So he's a multi hustler. He is a believer. He is an entrepreneur. He does so many things. We're going to welcome Pretty Black. Come on, walk in. Come up on in. Can we get some claps?
Welcome to the show, good brother.
Chala!
What's going on, good brother?
I was about to get you a dab. Give you a dab. You know that, right? All right, this is Chala. Chala's in the building.
Yeah, yes.
Pretty Black.
Yeah,
from
yes.
Pretty Black Entertainment.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, that's
here
where
we
it all
go.
started from.
This is where it all started from.
Pretty Black Entertainment, yes.
Okay, so you want me to call you Pretty Black or Chala?
You can call me Chala.
Okay,
Black
great.
Entertainment, you know?
Well, can I call you Chala?
You can even call if you got a check for me, you can call me Dana.
I will have a check for you one day. I'm speaking into existence because if I
Right.
have a check for
Okay.
you one day, that means I got money. to
Right.
give me a
Exactly.
check. So
Exactly.
I want to be able to do that.
Exactly.
Right.
So during our What's Going On segment, Cruz, do me a favor, put that hood to hood expo up so everyone can see. So Pretty Black, Chala, can you explain to us the Hood to Hood Expo?
All right, I'm gonna break it down to you.
Break it down to us.
All right, the Hood to Hood Expo is something that we started with my radio show, Hood to Hood Radio. Basically, like the Black Expo. You know, I used to come to the Javits Center every year.
Yeah.
You know, being that, you know, even though we're a whole lot smaller than the Black Expo, we have a lot of entrepreneurs who come to our radio show. A lot of artists come to the radio show. You know, people who do a whole lot of different things. So we sat down one day and we said, let's put this together. You know, let's build all these people who are building brands. Let's bring them all together in one circle, and try something or whatever. Like instead of you being just a local entrepreneur in your neighborhood, like the whole show, my hood to your hood. It's not just your hood; it's going to everybody else's hood. So
Wow, like that.
by putting this together, we're introducing people to somebody from your hood, and introduce to somebody from my hood.
Right.
You know, so your product can expand.
Networking. So is it so it's an expo with different businesses, entrepreneurs, and are you gonna have artists perform as well?
Yes, I have a couple artists performing.
Okay.
You know, it's people. You know how we do. People are still locking it up to the last minute. I
Of
set
course.
a date. I set a date to the previous Sunday. But you know, people are still signing in, and
What's the date of the expo?
it's actually June 24th.
That's this.
Sunday, June 24th.
That's this Sunday.
Yes.
And where is it being held?
At Side Street Lounge, 1330 Blondell Avenue in the Bronx.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got a call already. We didn't even get to the topic.
Okay.
So, yes.
Who's on the line?
Trey Panas Collection.
Trey Panache Collection in the building. What's Trey Panache Collection?
Trey Panas is a brand, an exclusive brand of hair bundles, units, that it can be custom colored, that can, you can also come in to get your hair done.
Sound like you on a table at this expo on Sunday.
Oh, that's a good.
Sunday.
June 24th, this Sunday, Pretty Black Entertainment, Hood to Hood Radio is having their. Is this the first expo?
First expo.
The first annual? You can do it every year? Yes, we speak in existence. It needs to happen. First annual expo they're having every single year where they're showcasing businesses. So if you're interested in being an entrepreneur, sorry, not entrepreneur, you're already an entrepreneur. If you're interested in showcasing your business, products and services to different people in the community, you need to hit him up. You need to get on to this expo treasure, Trey Panache, and, showcase what you do.
Yeah.
And what are the
Particulars.
booths going for?
Well-
Tables are going for $75.
That's a steal.
Steal deal.
$75. Where's
That-
it located?
Side Street Lounge, 1330 Blondell Avenue in the Bronx.
Okay. From what time to what time?
We're starting at 2 p.m. and we say 9 p.m., but we may go a little longer. But you got to set a time.
Yes, 2 to 9. So everyone that's listening in, even just our, not just our caller, 2 to 9 this Sunday, Hood to Hood is sponsoring their first expo. If you're interested in renting a booth, where can they find you? How can they register?
You can find me at on Instagram. That's Cha to the Law. That's CHA number 2 DALAH, Cha to the Law. Or you can find me on Facebook. That's Dana, DANA, Chala, CHALAH, Coleman, COLE, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or you
Well,
can.
I'm definitely interested. So
Okay.
Whitney, and could you give him my information?
Sure.
Most definitely.
Well, thank you for calling. You called in to say hi as well.
I called in, yes, to give you guys an applause for your show. It's very positive. It's uplifting.
Thank you.
It's encouraging. You guys are doing a great job, and I'm super, super duper proud of you guys.
Okay, round of applause for
Round of applause.
Yeah, thank you so
Collection.
much. Yes. Make
Hope
sure
to see
y'all
you
holler at her.
Hope to see you Sunday, but definitely Trey Panache Collection. Listen in because we actually are getting to our topic tonight.
Yeah.
And our topic with our special guest, the topic for the show is making money moves.
Making them.
Making money moves. So
Making 'em.
thank
do
you, Trey Panache, for calling in. Please still
Stay tuned.
stay
then.
tuned.
Keep
Instagram,
vibing with
okay?
us.
Share our page on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Share this on Facebook now. Thank you.
All right. God
Thank you for
bless.
calling in. Thank
God
you.
bless you too. Let's rock and roll.
All right, so tonight's topic is making money moves. Actually, I can't even talk. Inspired by our book, Meeting the Authentic You.
Yeah.
Right? So don't forget about our book. But we have a special guest. Oh, gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied.
Don't
and
worry
everything
about it. Take your
tonight.
time. Well, you got it.
You want me to slow down? Because I'm so excited. This is our first guest. Pretty Black
It's in the building
is in the building tonight.
Yes.
Another round of applause
for Pretty Black. Let's
for
go.
Pretty Black Entertainment.
Thank you guys for having me. First things first.
No,
Thank you for coming.
saying
Thank you for
hello.
coming. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come show us some love and to vibe with us on our 14th episode of Conversations with Whitney and Dwayne podcast show. When we started talking about who would we consider to be our first guest, Whitney mentioned your name before everybody else's name.
See?
That is my sister. That is also my
Yes.
sister in Christ.
Hey.
We're going to talk about that too.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
I want to thank you too for allowing us to be on your show.
Yeah.
You know, because you called in and said, Whit, you're going to get on our show. And I said, thank you so much for the opportunity. So we
Super
have to
duper
show
dope.
the love.
Super
This is
duper
about
dope.
supporting each other.
Super duper
There's
dope.
room. Your gifts will make room for you. So we are all about uplifting each other and helping each other as far as that platform is concerned. So let's get into the
Yeah, let's
topic.
get to it.
Making money moves.
Making money moves, y'all.
And the reason how I thought about, let me take this headset off. I thought about Chala, Pretty Black, is because Chala is a multi-hustler. Actually, his name, his clothing line, a part of his clothing line is multi-hustler, but he actually is the definition of a hustler, and I admire him so much because you have the 9-to-5 job, UPS. How many years?
25 years.
25 years UPS.
Dope.
You have the clothing line, multi-hustler clothing line.
Dope.
You have the Fit Go athletic wear.
Dope.
You are a radio host,
Dope.
hood to hood radio, from my hood to your hood.
Dope.
And you are, before this all began, promoter.
Yes.
Did
Dope.
party promoter.
Yes.
So there's so many things that you do, and I just thought about you making money moves, and that's awesome. So my first question to you is, how do you manage? How do you juggle all your entities that you have going on?
Well,
What's the secret?
the hunger for more.
The hunger for more.
The hunger for more. That right there makes time. Being the fact that I never want to be broke.
Mm.
So as I got older, I get a little more rest because sometimes I would go without getting rest. But I got a little older now. It's all about health and wealth.
Yeah,
So, but the hunger for more is my key.
the hunger for more. What you
Yes.
think about Dwayne? Hunger
I
for
mean,
more.
I'm appreciative of the good brother's language. I think it makes sense because what I'm hearing is vision is what I'm hearing. I'm
Yeah.
hearing him talk
There we
about
go.
vision when he talks about as he gets older. So that means that his hustle isn't just about money. It's actually preparing himself for his age, him growing older, for him and his family and everyone that he loves. So I'm actually in agreement with that language that he's using, the hunger for more. Because when I get older, I can rest. I don't want to continue to go hard at a later age and stage in my life and get sick. I want to be able to go as hard as I can at this stage in my life, so when I do get older, the hunger for more has actually prepared me where I'm okay with these different entities that I can be home chilling with my family and my businesses are still moving. So I'm in agreement
I
with the
love
brother.
it.
Shout out to him for having this vision that will ensure
Thank you.
him being secure at this age and maybe another 5 years from now. Because my belief is this, Wick, our next 5 years got to be better than our last 20.
Well, the scripture does say that your
Gift will make room for you.
right in your latter days will be better than your former days.
Yeah. And
right?
the people perish when they ain't got no vision. So
Right.
for the brother to have a vision and actually be walking in that vision and actually have fruit from the vision. Because, a lot of people got vision, but there's no fruit from that vision that they talking about. So shout out to the brother for having the dope vision that he got and these different entities that he got going on. And we just want to actually bless, all of his businesses. We want to put that energy out into the atmosphere and ask that his businesses, all of them, be blessed on a whole nother level.
Yes.
So he can put more people in position to be blessed because of the visions that God has given him.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about how you got started.
First thing I got started with party promotion.
Right.
It was my 23rd birthday.
Okay.
A friend of mine was throwing a party, and he was like, "Yo, your birthday's May, right?" And the party was my birthday's May 5th. The party I think was like May 4th or something like that. And he said he was from the Bronx. He said, why don't you get on this and invite your people out?
Mm.
So that's all right. He put my name on the flyer. He put my name on the flyer. I just said, all right, I'll try it out. And I end up having 90% of the party.
So everyone came out. Basically,
on the
that was
of
your
Yeah.
party, your first.
So then that got me going, and then so I started doing stuff in Mount Vernon, Cafe Rios. Are you familiar with Cafe Rio?
I don't remember that. Is that still around?
On Grampton Avenue.
Oh, you said 23. Yeah, I don't remember that.
So it turned into the video store, which eventually turned into it's what's the name now? What's the place on Grampton we go to time to time?
Which one?
Black-owned business on Grampton Avenue.
Where we did the book
was it a
signing with.
restaurant?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Where we did the book signing?
Well, I
Shoot.
can't think of the name. That's
I can't think of the name either.
It's unbelievable.
I'm so upset. You gonna think about it once you get in the car? Once I'm in the car.
I'm gonna think about it in
It's
5
a
minutes.
restaurant, the soul food joint. I'm not the soul food, the Jamaican spot.
It's Jamaican.
Well,
so-
it's all it does
Yeah,
everything. Oh my
yeah.
God, I'm so mad. What is that
So-
name? Okay, good.
Well, that's where I started out right there, and then I continued on, and then being known in Mount Vernon, and then being working at UPS also helped too, because at that age being
I had a
at
question about
23.
that. Right.
So we were all still very young and vibrant. So it was easy to promote then.
Yeah,
Getting people from everywhere.
that's true.
And then, I just kept it going. Then the clothing line came about.
So what made you do the clothing line? Okay, I got a two-part question. What made you want to do a clothing line? And being that if you see now so many people doing, I mean, you got the T-shirts, you got the athletic wear, you got everybody is doing and has a clothing line now. Like that didn't discourage you?
No, because I feel I'm putting out quality to people. It's like I'm not just going down and putting stuff on T-shirts. I'm actually searching what I'm buying, and I'm buying quality. Like it's like baby boy now. I can tell female sizes now. Before I couldn't tell a female size. I could look at a female and say, I think you can wear a medium, sweetheart. They're like, no, I'm a large.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So what is the Multi-Hustler brand? How did that originate?
Well, it goes back. I point the finger at myself. Like I see myself as a man of many hustles. And then and I said multi-hustler. You know what I'm saying? Again, also the key phrase too is get it by any means.
Oh, get it by any means.
Yeah, that's on every brand. Get it by any means.
Now, get it by any means could go different ways. So what do you mean by get it by any means?
Well, some people take it in the wrong context, but every way I get money is clean.
Well,
so when I say get it by any means, it's going to do what you got to do.
Right.
But doing it the right way.
The perspective or the attitude or the determination. I'm going to do what I got to do in order to make it happen, but in a positive way, of course, because I don't want anybody to get twisted that we're not talking about some negative stuff. You know what I mean? People out there think.
Yeah, I used to sell nutcrackers. I think I have the best nutcrackers out too.
You still sell nutcrackers?
I put it together for events. People ask for it.
Okay.
I have my own brands called Nutty Loso.
Nutty Loso?
Nutty Loso, yeah. It's like a coconut mix.
Okay. Yeah. That's why he's a multi-hustler, because he's doing everything.
I ain't mad at him.
You whatever you called to do, you gotta do it, right? Treasure laughing. Thank you. Shout out to everyone who's on Instagram, Facebook Live. Thank you so much. We're tuned in. Our special guest, Pretty Black from Pretty Black Entertainment. Chala. I'm so excited. I'm tripping over my words because it's our first guest, and he is a representation of making money moves. So, Cruz, please give me the hand claps again because that does something for me. Thank you.
Yeah.
It just gets me excited.
Yeah.
So when I think about you, Chala, I think about you. You know, you have the clothing line. You have the party promotions. Now you have this conference. I think it's an expo. You guys are putting together the radio show. Everything that you have going on, right? You still have your 9-to-5 job. Some people are out there and they're considering actually quitting their 9-to-5 to focus on the vision that God has for them. They feel like they don't have enough time, or they feel like, I'm in this dead end job. I can't stand this job. I know I'm not supposed to be here, so I'm going to quit and go full force with the vision that God has for me. You still had your 9-to-5. You've been at UPS since 23?
No, I started at UPS when I was 19 years old.
19 years old.
Yes.
So what advice would you give people who are considering actually leaving their 9-to-5 job? Why you did not? Because you have a lot of these things going on. You have a lot of visions going on.
Well, first thing first, everything's possible through praising God. First thing first. But in order for you to start a business or any type of hustle you want to get into, you gotta have some means of making money. You gotta have money first. My blessing was being my years in UPS. UPS has blessed me, where I made a nice, good living from UPS, and I was able to branch off and do other things. Being the fact that I've been there 25 years right now, and like you said, I'm still doing everything what I'm doing on the side.
Yes, you are.
It's
So basically, you're not UPS 9-to-5 is fund your dream. It funds the vision.
exactly.
So basically, those who are considering leaving the job, it depends on you have to prepare. The thing is, when I think about, because there's many times where I want to actually just to leave my job, or leave my past jobs, and at one point I did. I left. I was a branch manager at a bank, making a lot of money, and I ended up leaving the job because I know that God was calling me out of. And that's when Dwayne and I was having those conversations. So I know God was calling me out of it because he wanted me to go into something else. But I was really nervous and scared because I have a son, I have a mortgage, I have those things to pay for. But I had to step out, and God directed me into something else. But at the same time, God put me in a situation where I was getting income from, I'm teaching now. So I needed that in order to fund the vision and fund what God is doing now, even us being here. So what I want to say is that it depends on the situation, right?
Yes.
It really depends on your situation. If you feel like God is calling you out of your current position in order to fund the vision that he has for you, or you might need to stay where you are and use that income to fund those visions that God is calling you to. So you have to decipher or discern for yourself what it is you need to do. Dwayne, what do you feel about that? I went around the block.
I'm
I
in
did
agreement.
3 miles.
No, you didn't. You stayed right on. You stayed in the context of the conversation. I think that I'm in agreement with both. I think that you definitely need some security. You definitely need some stability. And in his case, he actually had the luxury of being able to be at a job for the length of time that he's been there, and that has helped him fund his other businesses, which is phenomenal. But that's his context, right? Somebody else's context is different. Somebody else, God may be telling them to leave that job, whether it's a dead-end job or it's one of the greatest jobs that they've ever had, and it's been actually supplying or rather helping them support and take care of their family or whatever it is. But it's a matter of, I'll go this way. It didn't say that there was a storm when the disciples was in the boat. So the disciples was good in the boat. They was fine. Jesus is on the water. Peter sees him. Yo, what's good, homie? That's you? Yeah, it's me. What's up? Come on out here. He had to make a decision between leaving comfort and stability to get out and get on this water. Mm-hmm. So what he decided to do was get out on that water. Here's where it gets tricky. It didn't go the way he thought it was going to go when he got out of that boat. Right. So it's no different when we start talking about starting your own business. You get excited about starting your own business, whether you still have a job to fall back on or not. you have to be willing to endure those challenges and those storms the moment you get out of that boat. And that job sometimes is a great boat. It's a yacht. And sometimes it's a canoe. You got to be willing to say, I'm going to trust God who's telling me that something inside of me is bigger and better than where I currently am. Even if it's a great big yacht, God may be giving you a vision for the next 20 yachts. You never really know. So it's all about context. It's all about connection. And it's all about our willingness to trust God in these situations when you start talking about making money moves.
Right.
It's all about it. So I was suggesting what I think and what I'm feeling in my spirit as we had this conversation, which is difficult because people sometimes only want to deal with logic and common sense. If they can't touch it, they're not going to mess with it, especially when you start talking about investments. They want to know that it's going to make sense. They want a guaranteed return on their investment. And spiritually, it's not like that. And spiritually, it is a guarantee because it's God who's telling you to do it. But if you're not spiritually tuned in and connected to God, then that's something that you're not going to do. So for me, my perspective real short is it depends on not only everybody's context, but it really depends on everybody's connection. And if you don't have that spiritual connection with God, whether you have a job and a great idea or a job and no idea, I don't know, staying within the context of today's show with our guests, making money moves, you're not gonna really make no real big money moves if you're not gonna trust God.
Well, and that's good that you say that, because any moves you make, whether it's money moves or whatever the case is, that you have to have that connection with God. You know, everything will fall by the wayside if you don't have that connection. So the whole what I want you to walk away with is that relationship, connection, and what God is telling you to do is different than somebody else's story. Everybody's story is different. Everybody's situation is different. How God talks to you is different how he talks to somebody else. So you have to be in connection. You have to be spiritually connected to God in order to know if you need to leave from your situation, that job, or stay in that job and still, do what God is calling you to do, the vision.
And to add to that, right, I want to add another piece to that,
Yeah.
right, because I love this conversation, because what he's bringing into the conversations, which is what we sometimes tend to overlook or just don't consider, is time. Mm-hmm. That's something that we don't consider, right? He said, I started at UPS when I was 19.
That's right.
So he put in work in order to get him to this place where he can actually start these other businesses.
That's good, Dwayne.
So I don't, go ahead.
I told you before when you came on my show, boy, you sound like a preacher, man.
No, he's a preacher. I'm
like
not
a
a preacher. Oh, no.
You sound like a preacher.
I'm supposed to be a church.
No, I just think that
Man.
timing is something that most people don't factor in
That's
when you
good,
start talking
Dwayne.
about making money moves and starting
That's
businesses or
good.
leaving jobs and staying at jobs.
Think about
People
that.
don't really factor in timing, right? So I've heard this story about Colonel Sanders. They said Colonel Sanders didn't start making
was like
chicken until
60 or
he's
something.
67 years old.
Yeah.
So look at all that he went through before he got this idea to just start cooking chicken and taking it to people's houses.
We don't even know what he went through, though.
I mean, he
I
lost
know
some
what you
people,
mean.
some people died,
Yeah,
right?
all
But
that stuff
the
happened.
point is the length of time.
Right.
In his case, it took him to get to 67.
You think people could have waited to 67?
I doubt it. I doubt I could wait. But if I have to wait,
know,
then that's
right?
probably what I would have
That's
to
a
do.
challenge.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And here's the powerful part, speculating, right? He probably never even thought that would be his breakthrough. He never thought that would probably be his come up.
Yeah.
That cooking chicken, and people are like, yo, that's good, man. You should do something like that. Now here we are, KFC all over the world, all over this country, or in different parts of the world, rather. So my point is, we can't look at somebody else's success and the length of time that they invested, and then not only get inspired or envious and jealous. You have to factor in that there's a time frame that you will experience that you got to be developed. You got to put some work in. You got to be able to manage the level of success that you dream of. And if you don't have the character, you don't have the connections, you don't have the
Right.
resources, you don't have everything that you need to manage this business that you believe in, that you called to do, then I don't think that that's something that you should go for.
No, I love it, because when I saw you, it was a photo shoot you were doing for your athletic line. Yeah, your Fit Go. I said, oh, wow, he's doing a athletic fitness line too. And I'm thinking like, oh, wow, you're doing this and doing that, doing this and doing that. But considering the time you've been multi-hustler since you were 19. You had that mentality that you want to, get get to this place of you don't want to be broke, but you want to be who God is calling you to be. You want to have these avenues to be able to provide for your family and just, be your own boss and just be able to be stable. I mean, I was just like, oh, wow. But, we have people looking at us thinking like, oh, wow, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's doing this. But you don't know the time that it took, the effort that it took, the blood, sweat, and tears that it took for me to get here, the money that I'm spending to get here, the things that I'm sacrificing, the time I'm sacrificing to be in these places. This thing is not easy. I'm doing this, and this, but I'm showing you that you can do it. But people are looking at you like, oh, shoot. Because that's what people are looking at us like,
The first thing, so, they look at me like, oh, automatically, he got it.
Right.
He got it.
You do.
And so since you're doing this, you're doing that, he can give this away for free.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, they don't look at it like, I go to work 4 in the morning. That's the time I go to work. I go to work 4 in the morning. On my Fridays now, I get off about 1 o'clock. I do no overtime on Friday. I get off and I go to the city. I go to my embroider. I do my pickup on Friday. I do my drop-offs on Monday. You know what I mean? So it's like it's time. And on Fridays, there's always traffic in the city, no matter what.
Ridiculous. Doesn't matter what time of the day.
Sometimes I get frustrated. I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm going to do this or whatever. Then you got somebody call me, yo, can I get that for free? Yo, give your man a deal. And I feel my prices that I on my stuff are very reasonable. I'm not trying to hit nobody. Like like a bucket hat like this, $25. T-shirts, I do $25. $25. Sweatsuits, it's different style, different material sweatsuits. Some 400s, 140. Some female things I do for 80. But I'm not trying to hit anybody. I'm trying to more than profit. You know what I mean? Gotta profit. I'm not hustling to break even.
Why do you think people, or I don't want to say our people, but that's what it really is. That's what it is. Let's be blunt. Why do you think they always want a discount or say, can I get this for free? Or they don't want to support, but they go to Louis Vuitton and buy a bag for $1,000. They'll buy what's else out there? I'm not materialistic like I used to be. What's the Lobos? What's the Red Bottoms? Red Bottoms, you'll pay the X amount of dollars, but you won't support black businesses. Like, why do you think that is? Why do you think our people, our friends want it for free or a discount? Because we friends? Because I don't think all our friends know that we ain't got it.
I know.
I mean, you look at me and Dwayne, you think we,
Don't stop.
Shoot.
Don't stop.
You think I got some? You think I got some money?
Don't
I
stop.
know. I treat myself. That's the whole thing. I treat myself, and I treat those around me. I treat my family well.
So why? Okay. So because of who you are, because you treat your family well, friends, they come to you and they want these discounts or want it for free. Why do you think so? Well, why do people do that?
I can't say friends. My immediate friends.
Oh yeah, that probably support.
My immediate friends. My immediate friends are my best supporters.
Okay, there we go.
That's one thing. That's one thing I can't knock about my friends. The ones that I call my crew.
That's good.
The ones come from 7th, 3rd. They actually sometimes they're the first. Like
that's true.
They're the first, but it's the ones you come up in the hood or whatever, and just because quote unquote because
we from the same place.
We from the same place.
Mm-hmm.
We held a conversation down the street the other day for 15, 20 minutes. You're my best friend now. Now you deserve a discount.
You my bro.
Yeah, you my bro. No.
Right.
I'm the type of person I support any and everybody. A lot of people be out there crying for support. I don't cry for support.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I feel that I'm blessed and I have a whole lot of support. I have people who come to me and just want to support me and it's like being at my job, like I said, for 25 years. I have a veteran run. I go to the airport, and I work mainly with older white men. Like I'm like the youngest guy that goes to the airport. So those older guys, they got 35 years in. Some are retired. A guy retired a couple weeks ago, one in a couple of weeks, and they support me. They might be following me right now on Facebook, and that they like, hey D, that multi-hustler stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? they support me.
No, that's a blessing, man. My initial answer to that question was, just that immediate hood, frustrated responses because they don't want to see you win. That's why they always want a deal or they want something for free.
What the crazy thing is, like, if you win, I can make you win.
But and that's the second part, right? The first part is that was my initial answer to the question. They don't want us to win, or they think that we're doing better than them. So how am I supposed to support you when you're doing better than me, right? So give it to me for free because you're doing more than what I'm doing. That's the second one. Then the third one, right, because you just gave me that one. The third one is really what I believe the appropriate answer is they don't understand vision. They don't understand what you're trying to build. So I want you to forget about what you're trying to build and accommodate me because you're my bro, because you're my friend. So never mind what you're trying to build. Be grateful that I'm trying to at least support you by wearing your stuff,
Right.
or giving me a discount to promote your stuff because they don't really understand vision. And that's what I believe it is. And they're not connected to it. That's why I love the last part of his answer. I don't beg nobody for support. You know what I'm saying? My immediate team is already supporting me, and I got other individuals who are connected to what it is that I'm doing, who's actually helping me take it to the next level. So that allows us not to be frustrated with these visions that it is that we have, or rather God has given to us to help us make these money moves. But it's not just money moves, it's spiritual moves. It's legacy moves. It's wealth moves that we're actually making. And we're actually dealing with the challenges that come along with what it takes to take that idea, like we always say, turn it into a new reality, and then bloom it into something that now we can make a difference in the lives of not just ourselves, but in the lives of those who we love and care for and those who we are called to serve. And I just think that that's phenomenal. So shout out to you.
Yeah, real quick, I really want to add to that. I think, people don't understand is that our people, like when you support us and support black businesses, that if I know that you bought a book, I know that you bought a T-shirt, whatever it is that I'm doing, I know you support. Trust me, when I really get on, and I know you always supporting me, I'm going to look out. This is not just for me. This is for you and for everybody in my community. So the thing is that once you support me, I'm going to support you. We're going to support you. We're going to get you to a certain place. We'll be able to be in a positions where we can offer you jobs, offer our people, really discounts at that point, but be able to speak into our community. Like, we got to support each other. Inshallah, one thing I want to ask you is that how do you during this, because you're a believer. When I say believer, he believes in Jesus Christ, right? Because we do, he does, we are members of the same church.
Yes.
Yes. But what advice, or how do you deal with times where you feel like it's not going to work, or not that it's not going to work, that's wrong,
that's not going the right way.
It's taking too long.
It's taking too long. There we go. How do you cope with that? How do you deal with that?
It's called patience. I have patience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything wasn't just given to me. So, you have to like,
That's good.
you gotta have patience. Like, like I came up in the hood. Mm-hmm. People made millions of dollars on my stoop. I came up in a project, 70 projects, Mount Vernon.
Mm-hmm.
But I went to work every day, 3, 4 in the morning back then. And they had their cars and stuff like that. I wanted those things, but I had patience.
That's good.
Well, that's good for somebody who sees, even our youth.
Right.
You know what I mean? They see the kid, they see those people having those cars.
That's good.
Having those, be able to buy whatever they have. But patience.
That's real good.
I mean, where did it come from, though? Like you said, you were living in the projects. You saw people, those people driving up in those cars, having that money. Like, where did...
Not to cut you off, I have a very spiritual mother.
Okay, so foundation.
A very spiritual mother. And my thing, I always said or whatever, I never feared nobody in the hood. I never feared what could happen to me in the hood. I never wanted to hurt my mother. That's why I never went the wrong route, doing anything.
That's
Deep.
powerful.
Deep.
Yeah.
Patience.
Anybody that really, really knows me knows how I love my mother.
Where does God... When did you make time for God? How does God fit into all this? And I'm just asking just to ask, because our show is definitely, we always big up God, vision and what God is calling us to do and to transform. how does God fit into this picture?
God is the picture.
Oh, you heard that?
God is the picture.
I like that.
It's not where he fit in. It's where we fit in.
There we go. Can you say that again in the mic so make sure they hear you?
God is the picture.
Yeah.
It's not where he fits in. It's where we fit in.
That's good.
What would you tell somebody who is doing the right thing? They're praying. They're not doing they're doing the right thing. They're trying to fulfill the vision where God's calling them to be. They're trying to make their mother proud, their father proud. They're not falling, to peer pressure. They're doing the right thing, but it's not happening. They're connected to the right people. Everything they're doing everything right. But the things that they're doing is not manifesting or is not giving them the fruits. They can't see the fruits of their labor. What will you say other than patience to them? What advice would you give them?
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing. And you never know when the opening of that tunnel is gonna come. Mm-hmm. Like you see the it's like it's a picture. They digging in the tunnel, and they go into the tunnel.
I see what I mean. And they
it's
give up right when it's about to end.
Right.
Oh.
Right when they about to receive, they give up.
You never give up.
And turn back.
You gotta keep pushing.
Mm-hmm. Gotta keep pushing.
Yep.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I would just say, man, to add to his answer, which is a great question, a great response, because that's how it is for many people. You know what I'm saying? I think that many people have given up right when they was at the brink of their breakthrough, and I think that when they gave up, God stopped being enough. So when he said God is the picture, when you don't lose sight of God being the picture and you make God enough while you're fulfilling what it is that God told you to do, giving up never becomes an option. Patience becomes the fruit of the spirit that you eat while you're waiting to receive the fruit. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand that, you handle those periods of frustration a whole lot better. You handle those moments of when you don't have the money to pay this bill, or you don't have the money to fund the other part of the vision, or you're not able to do something for your kid or whatever, because these are the challenges that we really deal with. We're dealing with the financial challenges when the mortgage is a little behind, or the rent is a little behind, or whatever is behind, or you're lacking, or whatever the case may be, and you need that money or that breakthrough or that business deal, that contract to happen now. And it's not happening right now. So it's like, come on, like, why? But in those moments, I'm realizing it. And personally, right now, I'm dealing with it. Right now, that's part of transformation. All I'm doing is being transformed so I can be able to have the character to manage the fruit once it's released. Mm-hmm. I understand that. But I also have to make God and keep God enough while I'm allowing God to work on me, because he's going to release what it is that he knows I'm going to be able to handle and manage. So that will be my answer to that person. Keep God enough, make God enough, and understand that while you're waiting to receive what it is that you're believing for, that giving up can never be an option, because God remains the bigger picture. God is the only picture. God is the picture. When you lose sight of that and you're looking at what everybody else got, now it really reveals that maybe you doing it to get, you're not really doing it because you love God. And I think that that's a really, really big issue for people, that many of us sometimes are in relationship with God because of what we want, not for who God is.
They think God is a genie sometimes.
God is a genie because that's
I've been there sometimes.
Because that's how God has been presented.
We all been there. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to fast. I'm going to pray because I want this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, and I'm glad we're talking about that, because we all have been there.
Yeah.
And it's reality. What I want to say real quick, because we are coming in, Cruz, I think we need like a 2-hour show, because this hour thing ain't working, right? What I want to say is how important is connections? Like, how important is connection to the vision being manifested, the vision being, like, you doing what you do, being that multi-hustler, you being connected to God because God is the picture, like you said. As far as our connections are concerned, because the reason why I'm asking that is a lot of people are not connected to the right people, or they connected to people that they should have let go a long time ago and are not able to push forward. They're, staying stuck. So, Chala, Pretty Black, how important is for people to be connected to the right people or the right persons in order to make those moves, those vision moves, in order to manifest in those money moves. When we talk about money moves too, we're talking about God is always in this picture. I don't want to get that twisted, but yeah, there we go. So how important is connections? Being connected to the right people and the right things.
Well, I mean, sometimes some things just fall in place. Like connections is not always the key either. You know what I mean? Like it's all about timing. It's not. It's not about connections. It's all about timing. Right place, right time.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you could be connected. You know your peoples know Diddy, right?
I don't know if they know Diddy or not.
I mean,
That's true.
you know
what?
We connected to certain type of
I'm
people.
connected to a lot of people,
Right,
but
connected to a lot of people, but
that's
connection is not always the answer.
connections are not okay. There's not, but okay, we're gonna get there. Ooh, Cruz, we need 2 hours. So what I'm saying is, let's get to that point. But okay, I'm gonna get to that second point. But I want to say, so
Not to cut you off. If you don't have anything, right? If you don't have anything and you don't have no connections or whatever, so you have a product that you're pushing or whatever, you have to beat that pavement and push it.
That's right.
You make your connections.
right. You make your connections, but what I'm talking about too is people who are not on the same page as you, people who are how important, because we have a lot of people out there who are connected to people who are not doing anything because of how we feel about people, because of maybe their family members or whatever. But those are people that we need to walk away from because it's holding us back from doing a clothing line, to manifesting for that podcast, that radio show. They're holding us back. So what I'm saying, as far as connections, not people that can help us get to the next level, but sometimes we're connected to the wrong people, which keeps us in a place where we're stuck and we can't do anything. Like me and Dwayne, for example. I feel like we're connected. He's the right person I'm connected to because we're able to manifest ideas, Meet No Authentic You, the book, been a part of the conference, also the podcast, like things like when you're connected to the right people, stuff just, is fruit. The trees bear fruit. Mm-hmm. Sometimes when you're not connected to the right people, or you want to stay connected to the person that that's not supposed to be there and is holding you back. So how important is being connected to the right people? Not that's going to get you to the next level like a P. Diddy, but I'm just saying to help your vision manifest.
How important is it? You answer that, brother.
I think
I wanted to answer it because you have a lot of friends.
No, I think
all right, but I'm saying I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of people I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you get to a certain point as a man.
Okay.
As a man, a grown man, you're not supposed to be with this one who does this over there anymore. Now, if you chose to still be with them, that's on you. That's you making the, I guess you say, wrong connection. It's not connection. It's called correct.
Can I mess you up?
Huh?
Can that mess you up?
No, I mean that's the one time. That's the one time when I'm selfish.
Okay.
That's the one time.
All right.
Oh no, I'm just kidding with that. Okay.
So no, we're gonna say this and we're gonna wrap it up. I think to your question, Whit, it's just understanding, man, that you can't keep being afraid to fly.
Nah.
That's all. And people who stay connected to people who know that they're not doing anything or trying to take their lives to the next level, those individuals are just not ready or they're just afraid to fly. That's all. And if you want to fly, then you got to leave them people alone. No matter who they are, no matter how long y'all been friends, you're going to have to leave them people alone and so you can fly.
Yeah. Cool. We want to thank you, Pretty Black Entertainment.
Can we get a round of applause for Pretty Black joining us tonight?
For being in, for being connected to us.
I really appreciate y'all for having me on your show. Your show is
Thank you, making the money moves.
And anytime you need me, I'll be back.
Thank you so
we're definitely
much.
gonna have you back.
All right.
So our tradition is what we do is we pray out, and I'm just gonna have Dwayne pray out. We usually do it together, but I'm gonna have him take us out. We end this.
All right, let's get into it. God, we thank you for another episode, God, another night where we was able to have a conversation, and More importantly, God, we was able to glorify you and edify you, God, and acknowledge you, Father. For your word says that when we acknowledge you, God, you will protect us. You will be with us in trouble. You will show us your salvation, God, and you will continue to be our God. So tonight we thank you for being that for us. We thank you for our brother tonight. We thank you for his vision, God. We thank you for his sacrifice. We thank you for his presence on tonight. And hopefully we hope that what he said helps somebody tonight. Whoever tuned in tonight or whoever will tune in, hopefully they feel inspired to start their business, their company, and their clothing line or their whatever it is, Father, that they feel inspired, however they interpreted this conversation. More importantly, we hope that this conversation led somebody back to you, Father. So tonight we thank you. We ask for travel and mercies as we leave on tonight. We thank you for Cruz and his wife. God, we ask that you continue to bless everyone in this room, Father, and the people who are connected to the visions that you created us for. We love you. We trust you. We need you. Forgive us along the way for the mistakes that we make, because we can't do it without you. In your son's name we pray, God. Amen.
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 Thank you. We out.
All right.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We jamming? Hell yeah, we jamming. InTheMixRadio.com.